you release that movie, we'll sue. I imagine if they're releasing a movie about you, haven't you signed away the rights already? If the people of my planet see that, they will revolt. France is a planet now? I says we murderize him, and anyone else what might have seen this flick. Murder threats over a movie! Not just to its creator, but to anyone who actually saw it. Our heroes, everybody! In any event, they are the Serpent Squad, and are after something that's been stolen from them. The Fantastic Four are here to deal with them. And I am so turned on right now. Johnny! I called dibs on the blonde. What is wrong with you guys? Our heroes, everyone. Gary mocks Ash some more by smacking his own ass, and walks off, telling Ash that no self-respecting Pokemon would ever allow itself to be trained by him. This inspires Ash to make Pikachu his starting Pokemon. Our hero, everybody, he picks up strays and makes them fight for him. Oh, I thought I was forgetting something. I haven't given you a name yet. Now, what would suit you? Pika! Daryl it is! Come on, Daryl! However, Misty has arrived at the center, and it seems that Pikachu's massive Thunderbolt completely destroyed her bike. And so our comic ends with Ash running off to avoid responsibility for his actions. Our hero, everybody! Before Corbin can hit Cabot with an inanimate carbon rod, Tag goes in behind him and taps Corbin. There's a reason why the girl's called Tag. Anything she touches freezes in place, just like in the game. Wait, what? Okay, it's probably just a different version of the game, but when I played it, tagging someone meant that that person started tagging everyone else. Not that they were frozen. That's why we have the phrase, tag you're it. I'll give some minor credit to the comic, though. That is actually kind of a neat power and a decent code name. Pity that it's in Bloodstrike. And with Corbin frozen, Shogun perforates his body with bullets. Our heroes, everybody! Kamandi arrives and takes a seat. You are a good boy. You have always obeyed me, and as I have never regretted adopting you as my son, now at last the time of your manhood has arrived. Great, Mom! I've been practicing! I can punch really hard now while declaring that I'm a man! Mother tells him that he has to leave the bunker and go into the upper world, since she's discovered the man responsible for the second apocalypse, and he has to hunt him down. Kamandi won't hear it, though, acting like a petulant child and just demanding to speak to Carol. What can I do? I'm afraid to go outside. Please let me talk to Carol. Our hero, a neurotic glam rock singer who talks to himself and has the social awareness of an 8-year-old. So Kamandi goes into his holodeck, at least I think it's a holodeck. There's no transition to him just suddenly being on a beach, so that's the nearest I can figure. And like any person who would have a holodeck, he uses it for sex. Yes, Carol is a hologram, or at least a computer program, who wants to have sex with him. So just to reiterate, our hero turns down trying to bring justice to the guy who annihilated the Earth so he can have virtual sex. He gets more appealing by the panel. The next day, Clark receives yet another assignment. Kent, the front page is getting so dull I've even got a headline, Card Games. And we all know this Yu-Gi-Oh crap is never gonna take off. Apparently there's a war going on in a South American country, and he's being sent as a news correspondent. However, Clark instead takes the train to Washington, D.C. Yes, our hero ignores the news assignments given to him to do whatever the hell he feels like. Anyway, we cut over to another part of town where a large group of people are gathered around a Beefy Town burger. Welcome, one and all, to the grand opening of the latest and greatest Beefy Town burger restaurant. Ugh, another burger joint? Why did you bother coming out to the grand opening of this place if you were just going to complain about it? However, Speed Steer will have none of this, zooming through the place and removing all the burgers from it. Our hero, everybody! He forces fast food restaurants to lose business, thus depriving innocent employees of their wages. Anyway, he says they can get to Ryu through his friends like Chun-Li and Ken, who are fighters themselves, so maybe you ought to rethink this strategy and consider, guns. We cut to Ryu as he stalks Chun-Li, then attempts to strangle her from behind. Our hero, everybody! You dare call yourself a champion? You are weak, Ryu! Weak! I take no insults from a mere woman! Our hero is sexist too. I look forward to Sagat giving him a beatdown. Chun-Li says that she's working on obtaining evidence by joining the Hong Kong police and that she works with Interpol now. What are you saying? You've abandoned the way of the warrior for common police work? Once again, our hero, a strangling sexist elitist who thinks police work is too common. Roxy decides to leave Popeye to go to Zaire, for they have no roller derbies there. Truly, Roxy understood the complex issues facing Central African countries in the 80s. Popeye supported her efforts to bring roller derbies to the world, but found he had nothing left for himself where he was. I beat up all the boys and teachers in school already. They's learned all I can teach 'em. Our hero, everybody, happily admitting that he beat educators to death. What the hell, man?